Hey y'all, I was on the Khendra G show last night. I've been manifesting it too, because I'm telling you, I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And so yesterday, I decided to go ahead and sign up for the Khendra G app. Now, I really didn't want to do that because I'm already on so many other dating apps and there's so much bullshit on them. But I went ahead and signed up, and while I was signing up, I think I finished the sign up portion, and then this guy started reaching out to me and on the messages, but I noticed I couldn't see anybody. I couldn't see a thing, but the two people that messaged me, I could see them. But so I messaged him back and forth with one guy, and the live feature popped on. So I clicked on it to see what was going on, and sure enough, they was going live in the app. So I was like, oh, okay. But it wasn't Khendra. It was one of her cohorts. And I don't know if I even know what his name was. Man, I wish I could. If it's going to come to me probably, and I'll say something about it. But yeah, I was on there, and I'm just like, I don't feel no real need to put on airs for nobody. So I was just myself. I had taken my bra off and taken my waist trainer off, but I still had on the dress that I wore to work. That I got dressed to, I wore that dress specifically because I thought I had a lunch date yesterday that didn't pan out. And maybe it's some truth. It's probably some truth to why the guy couldn't come or whatever have you. But I still look fairly decent. So I wasn't like prepared, because I hit the join thinking that I was going to go into this little area where I was going to wait to be picked. And baby, I hit the join and was on the screen. I said, damn. Because I got kicked out the live first. I was in the live 5 minutes, obviously. I was in the live 5 minutes. And then I got kicked out the live. I got kicked out the live because it said they use the live feature to make you pay to be on her app, because it costs to be on her app. And I understand that, she trying to make a coin or whatever. But after I paid to get back in the live, that's when the interview happened. But after I got out that interview, I tried to go back and look and see and see what I can only see what likes me. What the fuck am I paying for? Because I'm gonna tell you, it's probably about 10 guys that don't like me, and I'm telling you, out of the 10, 8 of them are probably scam pages. Like, I don't understand how I have to pay. Because even when I got on the app, Khendra has this long spiel about not giving anybody any money. And it's like, how is it that you can connect with these spam people, but you got to pay? I know damn well that the scammers are not paying to be on this app. That's crazy. If they're paying to be on this app to scam you. Like, that's insane. And just even thinking about that, that's like, is that true? That they're paying for her app to scam you? That's crazy. Because I'm telling you, this is only the second time that I have even paid for a dating app. Because the first one I paid for was Match. And Match had the same fucking scammers on there. Now, I ain't gonna say they're the same, but the same scammers, same type of scammers on there. And then so I decided to go to a Match event where I thought that I would meet some people. Wasn't nothing there but women. I met Phyllis, and we became friends because we was the only 2 black people at the event, and she just seemed like she was cool people. and really didn't want to walk away from it without having some type of, you know, I at least met somebody. And, you know, we went out a couple of times, and, you know, either way, I went ahead and paid for a month, which was $17.99. Because otherwise, she got it set up on a weekly basis. $5.99, $7.99. I mean, she really digging in people's pockets. And it's a FOMO situation because people on there for the fear of missing out. Because I believe most of the people probably that was in that live, that watched my thing, probably already got a relationship. And they coming on the app to look at these lives when they happen, and really they want to ridicule the person that's being interviewed. The problem with that is, for me, it wasn't no problem for me, but the problem with them and me yesterday was I didn't even see the comments. First of all, I wasn't looking for the comments, but I believe my internet is so slow that it wasn't handling any comments. So I didn't see one comment that anybody wrote in there about me. And I noticed too that the host, even though he was trying to be kind, he was trying to be shady. But I'm so me, you can't shade me because the information you got to try to shade me with, you got it because I gave it to you. And so I don't have an issue with it, you know. But I somewhat enjoyed the interview, and I hoped that it may bring me somebody in my life. But, you know, midway through the interview, he says to me, am I okay being on social media? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on social media. I got a few of the little apps, you know. And he was like, no, I mean, are you okay with me posting this interview on social media? In the moment, I said, I don't care. But then I thought about it, and I was like, can I get a free month for it? So he was like, nah, you can't get no free month. You got to pay, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, well, no, you can't post me on the social media. And so he tried to dig in to try to make me do it, but then thought to himself, let me just wait it out. I asked her again at the end. At the end, I had more time to even marinate on it. I felt like, no, why should you get paid for clicks and views about me and I get no benefit out of it? I get no benefit. Now, the benefit would have been a month free. That meant I would have paid the $17.99 and I got another month. I would have got 2 for 1. I love a deal, babe. I'd have been happy with that. And the interview probably had some very good comical moments because I'm always in the moment when I'm talking. So, you know, I'm sure they could have got a bunch of clips out of there that would have been clickbait heaven. But I said at the end of the video, no. And I feel like this. If you come back to me and try to get me to let y'all post something, now I want 6 months. Not just a month. I want 6 months. Because I'm sure that Khendra G is going to see the video and be like, damn, we could have got, I'm sure this would have got some clicks on YouTube, on Facebook. And then, you know, after I thought about it for a while, I'm like, shit, I don't want to be out there like that. Like where it just, it's you know, drawing people to look at the video, you know, and not for dating purposes, for giggling purposes, for snickers and giggles, you know what I mean? So, but it was interesting, very interesting. He changed up a lot of the questions that I've been used to hearing, because I've only been knowing about Khendra probably for about maybe the last year or so. Because I ain't gonna say a good friend, And an associate of mine, a male associate of mine, was on her show. His name was Cole. And Cole got like a ton of motherfucking kids. And, you know, he really just like this nigga in St. Louis that like to brag that he's from another state, which I think is Atlanta. And he's extremely tall, like 6'4", 6'5", or something like that. But he handicapped and he on SSI and he barely got any money. Like he just got like a Section 8. And it ain't really Section 8 because it's income-based. An income-based apartment downtown where they put all the niggas that getting that Social Security check. And his hands all crippled up like this. You know what I mean? And that's what's turned off for me. That he got rheumatoid arthritis in his hand and he always smoking weed and holding his food. Like the shit that he eats is the reason why he has rheumatoid arthritis. Because he eats ridiculous, unhealthy food. But then advertises himself online on dating sites as a personal trainer. At any rate, he was on her show, so that's when I learned about her, when he was on her show. But I didn't, after I watched the video that he did, I didn't watch much more of her videos. It's something about, I don't want to say anything negative about her because I'm not trying to be cruel or something, but it's something about that big long hair that she wear versus her little bitty head that it's just like she would look so much better to me if she wore a short dude, because her face and head is so little and the wigs that she wear are so big. And I don't know, something about that is just unappealing to me, so that I don't want to watch. Maybe I don't want to watch it because I don't want to judge her, because I am working on judging. But I did want to get on her show because I saw a few clips about people that really fell in love and, you know, found each other through her dating platform before she had the app. Because the app is crazy that you gotta pay, but it's a ton of scammers on there. I mean, she says it herself. Don't give anybody any money. Report the page if you think it's a scam. And in my mind, it's like you should only be able to see and interact with people if you pay the money. If you pay the money. Now, if somebody done paid the money and reaches out to you, like, I don't even know if the two people that, because one of the people that reached out to me was after the live, and he was, you know, he was complimenting me on my interview and saying how open and honest I was in the you know, interview process, and he was, you know, giving me accolades for that. And I was like, oh, thank you, you know what I mean? But I can't do nothing but be myself, you know what I mean? My memory is bad, so I can't be trying to keep up with a bunch of lies, and you know, I got to keep it where I know I can be at. Yeah, don't get over because I got over, because I'm trying to come around you. But I'm late to work again, but I'm not as late as I normally am, so I'm doing good today. What else did I want to talk about? So I'm almost at work. I don't want to get into nothing too serious. I'm still feeling the heat of the period, not period. It's not as intense though. And I think I've been very consistent with taking the supplements that I make. And I've also been very consistent with taking the iron droplets. Like, cause I almost went through 2 bottles, so it's time to buy another 2 bottles. And it's like, man, damn, I'm going through that iron pretty quickly. I wish I could get my levels and look at my levels, like get a panel and get my levels all looked at so I can see where I need to have more support in my supplementation of things, because I make my own supplements. I probably never mentioned that here, but I make my own supplements. So I buy the root of whatever it is I want. Like I got turkey tail, chaga, lion's mane, cordyceps, ashwagandha. I buy it all in its like dried form that's sold, and I buy most of my supplements, powders and stuff, or the roots, because I do buy some roots and then grind them up myself, but I buy mostly all of that on Etsy, and then I make my own caplets of pills, gelatin pills, for me to consume. So, and I'm not on any type of medications. I'm only taking my supplements, and I've been doing that for, you know, probably 6 years now. 6 years I've been doing it, because I'm always trying to, you know, work on my health in some type of way, mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm trying to figure it out, because I want to be healthy, and I want to be in a good relationship, and I want to be loved. But I think that the biggest part and the hardest part is loving myself completely without the need of the love of someone else. Because I think that I have had all these thoughts all these years about who is that dressed in all white walking? All these years, you know, I felt as though I needed approval from someone else to love myself, and that's just not true. And the approval is, you know, it's hard to explain, because it's not that I'm asking for someone approval. It's like I feel if someone else loves me, then I can love me. But I didn't know that when I was going through it. I know it now because I'm consciously and actively learning how to love myself, even through things that are hard. I cringe when I hear people say that they love themselves, and it be so like staunch and yeah, I love myself, and then, you know, the judgmental part of me maybe will find something about you that proves that you don't love yourself as much as you think you do. I want to love myself literally unconditionally. Just unconditionally. Love what I look like, love what I feel like, love my size, love my color, love everything about me that is me. And not try to change it to suit other people. See y'all next time.